at least to hand the tools to you. And then I'll do the same. I sort of line it up with the edge and in between the flat. And put the long screw in and sort of straighten it out so it's nice and flush. Okay, sweet. There we go. And then, now, the next step is to take the comfort slat, which is this piece, and it's going to have 3 screws in it. I wonder if maybe I'll stick the middle piece in here now. Yeah. So I'm going to put this center side piece in here. I'm just going to put I already put glue on it. So I'm just going to sort of line this up the same way. Wham bam, right in sort of the middle of the middle of the middle. And the screw. So I'm trying to eyeball it and see if it looks pretty straight. There we go. Alright, now we're going to put this comfort slat on. 3 screws. 1, 2, 3 short screws. Don't need long screws on this part. And I glue every joint. So this piece goes on here. There's a pencil line on all of the sides, and this piece goes up against the back edge of the comfort slat, goes up against the pencil line. So I'm going to put some glue on here, on this edge, and line up with the pencil lines. This side, keeping the edge of the slat here flush with the edge of your side, as good as possible. I mean, it doesn't have to be exactly right, but the more exact you get it, the nicer it turns out. And just sort of line this one up so it looks like the screw's right in the middle of this piece. There you go. Now we have a base unit which is getting put together now. So the next step is there's 6 seat slats, and that's this part here. I usually, because I'm lazy, I usually just run a bead of glue all the way along these parts. Like that. And really, the easiest thing to do is to take all of your 6 slats, set them in place. Now I'm putting them all touching each other right now, but you're going to just space them out is basically what we're doing there. That one's going there. Now I'm going to grab a handful of the short screws, like this, and just put them all in right now, because it's, believe me, it's the fastest way to do it. I've done a lot of these. Done. Okay. So, that done. I usually go to this first. I'm gooping a bit of glue here. Sloppy. We're going to be doing this part here eventually, so I'm going to rub my extra glue that I have up here. So we're going to be doing that very shortly because we're whizzing through this. Okay, the first piece I'm going to put on this flat right here, and I sort of eyeball it so that it has maybe halfway, on the actual side, see there's an angle cut right there. Let's sort of line it up about right in the middle of that angle. So you have sort of an even space below it and above it, between this one and the next slat you're going to put in. You're all going to be master carpenters after this. Master of the garden patio furniture. Sometimes you got to twist things a little bit to get things to line up, and you can just look at the slat below you. If it's like perfect on both sides, the next one should be pretty perfect too. And if you didn't get this one exactly right, then the next one, if you stick it a little bit too far over the one side, and then the other side will be a little bit in, a little more. So it doesn't affect it really. It's just, I'm just noticing because that's what I just did right now. Wasn't very careful. Then the next one, put on about right at the front edge of this angle here. You see the piece is cut like this, up to that corner, and then it goes that way. I put this slat right up against it, and that gives a nice even split between the slats. Even spacing, I should say. Alright. Go over to this side. So it doesn't exactly line up like I would hope, but it's going to work out perfectly fine. Now, there's 4 slats left to put on. So basically I just slide these out and space them out evenly so they all have about a 1/4 inch or maybe a little more gap between them. And you can do that and they won't slide on you unless you got tons of glue on it. And you can space it out. They'll stay in place pretty good. Especially now the glue's kind of getting ready to set up. So I put it on a few minutes ago. So I sort of space them out evenly. Right. I don't really care about that side. I'm on this side right now. As long as this side looks okay, then it's okay. Wham. Bam. Okay, so I put these on. They're all sort of spaced out pretty good. On here. I haven't done that side yet, so I'm going to go to the opposite side. Space them out, put those screws in, then I'll just put these in. So move over here. I've got glue all over this place. Okay, there. Did a crappy job somewhere. Move this one up a bit. I like it. So if you don't like what they look like, you can move them a bit. Okay, now the middle ones, just have to ram them in. And I usually don't bury the screw down into the countersink very far, just a little bit below the surface of the wood, because when you have these chairs will last a long time if you take a real minimal amount of care, and that would include each year when you go to use them again after you've had them stored. sometimes people put them, they get a little dry.